Okay guys, and today we're playing Profiles of the Forgotten. Alright, we're now in chapter 3. Alright, let's just get right into this bad boy. Alright, this guy looks crazy. Let's just jump right into chat favor. Okay. Stepsister, hey, my brother is practicing for a new teaching position. And it would be good if you stopped by the clubhouse to see him. ... Well, maybe we will give you another chance if you show interest in his work. I doubt it. Do it for me, I promise. I will see you soon. Alright. Suka, I still don't think this is my sister I'm seeing, or I'm talking to. Because she's always gone when I'm trying to see her. This music's dank as freak. What is this? Leave? I guess leave? I don't know. What's up with the peaceful music all of a sudden? Like, didn't I literally, like, I'm pretty sure my sister's dead or missing, and I'm talking to some crazy person, and Pink just went missing all of a sudden. I still don't know where's the story take place? Where is this? I don't think, it's not Alaska. I have no idea. Alright, so this must be the clubhouse? Where I talk to my stepsister's brother? Or I listen to his speech or something, right?
We've read 2 books. We read The Monk by Matthew Gregory Lewis, and we read Edgar Huntley. Now, the thematic strand that ties these 2 books together is the idea that you cannot outrun your past. The sins of the father and the father's father and the father's father through 1,000 generations follow you. They follow you. And they take out their fury on innocent victims. And they follow you across the Atlantic Ocean. Time and space are irrelevant next to the power of the past and the force of shame. Now we look at these 2 books, right? So what ties them together? What ties them together? Because they're very different narratives. And we're looking at 2 characters who are dramatically different. I mean, there is a tremendous gap between, we have Edgar, who is the son of a farmer, and then we have Ambrosio, who is a man of celibacy, a man of the cloth. These are not men who intersect, but they do in very important ways, and what I want to do is get to the heart of that, okay? I want to look at what ties them together as characters, because I think that looking at what ties them together will get us to the heart of the American Gothic. And what I want to posit to all of you is that at the heart of the American Gothic is a deep sense of ambivalence. Ambivalence about everything, about decision-making, about our ability to govern. How can we govern a country if we cannot even govern ourselves? How on earth can we tell other people what to do if we are so susceptible to folly and to pursuing whims and to acting out impulse? Now, I want to talk a little bit about the labyrinth, all right? The labyrinth in Edgar Huntley and in The Monk. So what is this labyrinth? Well, we look at Ronald Paulson, the literary critic, and he posits that the Gothic labyrinth is a physical place that is hidden and separate from the outside world. Hidden and separate. But what I want to emphasize is that it is not remote, okay? You don't have to travel to the end of the earth to find the Gothic labyrinth. In fact, it might be right beneath you. Ambrosio and Edgar Huntley, they're two men who are very much in the Gothic
Nobody's
mold.
in there.
Why is that, okay? Why is that? Edgar Huntley is an aspiring intellectual.
Is this
We can
guy
look at him
crazy?
as kind of a mirror of Charles Brockden Brown at that age. A young man with intellectual aspirations. He's well-read. He doesn't maybe have the means to pursue an academic career. He lives on a farm. But he has intellectual curiosity. And that becomes his undoing.
I thought he was
right?
talking to Jason.
And in the same way, Ambrosio has a curiosity that is at odds with his lifestyle. A man who is left on the steps of a monastery as an infant. Raised in the cloth, raised with the vow of celibacy, he's never known any other life. And yet the past bubbles beneath the surface. It bubbles beneath the surface of the monastery, in the bowels of the church, and it bubbles within him. And when it asserts himself with violence, ruthlessness, and brutality, then he is the fullest realization of himself. Then he is the past and present. Ambrosio, the monk, the mutilator, the violator of Antonia. Antonia, the innocent, the chaste victim. But Ambrosio, too, is a victim, isn't he? He's a victim of circumstance. Children are not meant to be left on the steps of monasteries. I mean, I want to imagine for a second, think about when you were 13 years old, right? And you had all this wild energy that you couldn't place. Disparate energy. And it came together, and you couldn't find a way to express it.
Sucker, what the freak?
And what you didn't know at the time is that you were becoming a sexual being. Well, Ambrosio becomes a sexual being and has no means to express it. When his sexuality finally emerges, it emerges with violence and depravity, because there's no other way. Because he lived in denial. Denial of what it is to be human. That's the American Gothic. Right? You know, I had you read William Faulkner's Nobel Prize acceptance speech, right?
Who is he talking to?
And he says that the basest of all things is to be afraid. But once we realize that fear in ourselves, we must forget it forever if we are to move on and live lives of value and worth, right? Well, Edgar and Ambrosio are two men who cannot forget their fear. Their fear becomes them and it consumes them. And it sends them spiraling into the labyrinth. For Edgar, this labyrinth is the forest that lies right outside his hometown. Again, we're not talking about him traveling hundreds of miles. We're talking about him taking a couple footsteps away from home, and suddenly he's in a labyrinth of terror and depravity and shame. Ambrosio, the bowels beneath the church. He just walks down some steps and he's descended into hell. These labyrinths were always there. They were always there.
This is getting
just a
spooky,
matter
guys.
of walking into them.
Okay, what? Okay, so I guess Jason was in there listening to his speech, even though when you look out, he wasn't actually sitting in there? I'm a little confused on what just happened. I'm assuming we just listened to his speech, and this is Jason Raz right now. I'm assuming. We just listened to our stepsister's brother's speech. I think. Sucker, what? What the frick is this? Guys, what the frick is this? Is this a horror game all of a sudden? What? This is reminding me of freaking Sad Satan. I hear somebody whispering crap. I have no idea. Yeah, the same game. I don't even... Guys, this is spooky. Did I go in a circle? I think I went in a circle. Wait, what? Wait, what? I went to a giant circle. Is there somewhere else I'm able to go? I didn't... Okay, so if I hit right mouse button, my guy goes backwards. I don't know, that's kind of weird. I have no idea, guys, what this is. This is actually kind of spooky, though. Alright, I'll keep going. Doesn't it feel like I'm going downhill now? Whoa, what is this? What the freak? At the age of 16, the protagonist, Jason, a high school dropout, moves in with his wealthy stepfamily and falls in love with his... Okay. Wait, not in a sexual way, I don't think. I don't know if that means in a family way. Otherwise, it's kind of goofed up, guys. I'm gonna assume by falling in love, it's not a weird way. Maybe? I have no idea. Flashback haunted by perjury. Okay, guys. This is whack. Click the ovals below, okay, to arrange them in the proper order. How the frick am I supposed to know? Coast Guard. Coast Guard? When the frick do we... I think that's right. Oh, clearly not. Okay. Clubhouse. Okay, Clubhouse, love letter, Coast Guard. Okay, wait, this is different. Okay, this is Pink. That's Pink and Jason. She just went missing too, which didn't make any sense. I have no idea where she went. Like, was she just part of my imagination the entire time? What, was Jason going crazy? Because how did she just disappear? Like, that doesn't make any sense. She literally just disappeared. Like, did she get kidnapped? If she got kidnapped... Oh. Alright, I'm going in the dream now, guys. I guess. I don't know. This is whack. That's all I gotta say. What store did they just pass by? I'm just trying to figure out the location of this, where it's at. I have no idea. Oh snap, Pink's backpack! What the heck is it doing there? This is trippy, guys. Wait, am I playing? Oh, okay, no, I was confused. I didn't know what was going on.
I don't know. What you did, huh?
What the frick? The light just turned on and off. What was that sign? What'd that say? I couldn't read that. I don't know what that said. Okay. Are these must be flashback. Oh, it's a dream, right? I'm in a dream sequence. Cause she's freaking. She went missing, sucker. She's gone. Right? What the freak, sucker? This is whack. I'm not still in a dream sequence, am I? Because I'm still a bit iffy on where the frick Pink went. Because we were playing baseball, she just disappeared. So, like... I have no idea. What? Okay, guys, I beat chapter 3, I guess. Yeah, okay, I beat chapter 3. Okay, this is... I'm confused. I still think my sister is dead or missing or was kidnapped. And I'm talking to a stranger in line because no matter what happens, she always has some excuse to not see me. I have not seen her at all in this entire game. And Pink went missing as well, so I think Jason's crazy. He's kidnapping all these people or something. I have no idea. So this is Profiles of Forgotten, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.
Not when you hold